Hi, welcome to Unchained Crochet, aka Crafty Ingenuity. I'm Jen, your host. It has been a good hot minute since I have actually made videos, and I am on a run of videos today. I don't know why I'm like looking in the camera. I need my glasses on for one, but my eyebrows look like my daughter's eyebrows, my youngest daughter. They look so thick today. Okay, so if you haven't caught it yet, I am uploading videos, and this cardigan is talked about in its own video. I made it with Shawl and a ball. It's kind of a freestyle patchwork cardigan, and that's all I'm going to say about this one in this video. This is my new yarn room. I moved my chair, so I have some stuff behind me besides the boring old window. I'm going to make some curtains for that. In fact, I think I'm going to go off to Joann's today as soon as my hubby leaves for work. As soon as Ducky is gone, I am out the door as long as my back cooperates, and I'm going to get some Lion brand mandala tweed stripes. I think it's called Cat's Eye. It's got some magenta and teals in it, my favorite colors together, especially the magenta. I love magenta. See, magentas and orchids and, yeah, pinks. So I want to make at least a good size valance. I don't think I'm going to make full curtains. I wouldn't mind a valance that kind of tapers off to the side. I think that would be nice, like a good 14-inch long or tall, and then kind of taper down to like 18 inches or something. Okay, so today is Wednesday, and I'm not sure the date, and I'm not sure what episode this is either. I mean, who's counting episodes? It's been months, probably a year since I have done a video up until today, but it is WIP Wednesday. This week in WIPs, and I'm going to show you some other FOs first, and then I have one FO that's going to kind of bridge the gap to the WIPs. But Jada and Stitches has Autumn Moon, her Autumn Moon wrap, and I've done completed or almost completed 2 of those. I need to add another section of wave to the first one that I started. Let me start with that one. I had these colors and love them together. I love that. This bottom one's got a little bit of sparkle. I think all of these are from Hobby Lobby. And it does fit nicely over my shoulders. I like how it sits on my shoulders. But I think with another one, another segment, it'll be really nice. I like how it sits on my shoulders. It does make you feel nice and tall and proud. It makes you feel classy. So I do highly recommend that pattern. She's a very thin gal. It looks exceptional on her. She wears it well. But as a chunky gal with it on, I feel like I wear it well and just as well. So, not to be too proud, but I feel glamorous in it. The next color I'm going to add to that is, I think it's called Graphite. It's a shawl and a ball, or not shawl and a ball. I got shawl and the ball on the brain because of the sweater. It's another, I love this yarn. I'm going to add that for the next gradient color. And then this one is boy, that really looks like goldenrod in there. Marigold color. This is the Lion brand Skinny Cakes. Love it. I love that harvest orangey color in there. It's very much like the mandala. There's one that had a lavender color instead of that harvest gold orange color. So this one is more of a suitable for fall. I made my mom a shrug out of this colorway, It turned out really pretty and cute on her. But this is the same size, smaller gauge. And I think instead of the trebles on this, I got it backwards, but instead of the trebles on this, I just did all doubles. And instead of the half doubles, I did a double crochet row. So same size. So I did 2 of those so far. And I'm sure I'm going to do another one. Okay. This you guys are going to love, but I'm not going to show it on yet. I'm going to show just a hint of it because I'm going to do a whole video comparing cookie and roll with it, knitted and crocheted versus crochet, and steam blocking versus not steam blocking. So I really wanted to do like a whole expose on the 2 yarns because I love, I'm with Crystal, I love the single ply yarns, especially the ones that change colors. But yeah, this is knit. And it's steam blocked, but it is a wrap, and the drape is just phenomenal. It just flops right over my hand. My daughter got me 2. This is with 2 cakes of the roll with it, and I hate to say it, but I think it's Catwalk. I'm not sure of the name. Colorway name, sorry about that. And it's size 8 needles, and if you want to know how many I cast on, if you're a knitter and you want to make one, I cast on 88 stitches, and it's just a rib. It's 8 knit by 2 purl, 8 by 2 rib. So yeah, I have another one going, and it's like once I get going with this, it's impossible to put it down. This one is the Bohemian colorway of Cookie. So that one's a WIP. And I'm not sure, I may just wash this one first and see how it comes out in the wash instead of the steam blocking. It does need a heavy blocking if it doesn't flatten out good in the wash. For me it does. Because I don't like those rolled edges. The edges do still roll quite a bit, even though it's on 8s. You might be able to get by with a 9 or a 10 and do less blocking to it if that's what you want to do. Okay, so on to more WIPs. The rest are, well, we'll go on to another knit WIP. Knit WIP, not knit wit. I'm knit WIP. Years ago, when I first started knitting, I had made myself a sweater called February Lady Sweater, and it is my favorite knit sweater ever. And believe it or not, I've only made the one. All the other ones were starts and fails. Like, I ended up frogging them for some reason. Hopefully I get through and finished with this one. But I have started it in that one of the colorways I have on this bookshelf here. It's an orchid color, and I got this yarn on sale at Ollie's for $1.99 a skein. It is loops and threads impeccable. The colorway, if I can find it, would have been good to have this before I started talking about it. Petunia. I would have called it orchid myself, but it does look like the wave petunias that I have outside on the patio. So there you go. This I started today. I may do a tutorial on this, although there are lots of tutorials on a V-stitch shawl. This is the, I'm not sure which colorway it is, but it is the Lion Brand tweed, mandala tweed stripes. Oh, there goes my light. Hold on. I don't know what happened there. There it goes. Okay then. Huh. Okay, I thought the light blew. I don't have enough light in here, believe it or not. I've got an overhead light, my ring light, and 2 lamps. It's still not enough light. Sorry if you hear any noise. The lawn keepers are out there, so they are keeping the lawn. They're doing their job. So this is a V-stitch shawl. Not a big deal, but I'll tell you what, these little things work up so fast. This is just a couple hours of work. The majority of this I did have in my coffee this morning. And I usually have more coffee around 5 o'clock when my husband's leaving for work again. I have more coffee because my meds make me so tired. I take gabapentin for my back pain, and which is a big reason for the weight gain again, the doctor said. So anyway, yeah, this little booger is going so fast. But I made you a tutorial for this one. The way that I increase is different, and a lot of the V-stitch shawls, they tell you to skip over the V-stitches. No, V-stitch, you stitch into your V-stitch with the next V-stitch. So I like the technique that I'm using for the increases too, and the way that I'm stitching it. You get a nice straight edge across the top that's not too tight. So that's nice, and I'm using up some tweed stripes that I probably wouldn't use otherwise. So that thing's probably going to be done today. Okay, what's next? I got a basket of goodies in front of me. Y'all, I am a WIP-aholic. I have a problem. My name is Jen, and I'm a WIP-aholic. This is the Rosebud Raglan. By Knits and Knots. Rosebud Raglan. Can you see it? It's really cute. I think they could have done a little bit better on the pictures. She's got it tucked in. Anyway, it's just a regular little raglan. I think they could have done, I don't know, maybe a little bit better on the sizing. But I'm experienced enough that I can make it work. So that's how far I am on that. And it's basically the lemon peel stitch. And it is Kobu yarn. And none other than magenta. One of my favorite colors. We know, right? And I'm keeping it on my turtle. I love my turtle. If you haven't heard the story of my turtles, one of them's got a broken fin, but I have 3 of these. And some guy down in Brown County, Indiana, was selling these. They live on a small, they have a house, but he has a like an old mill, like a water mill, you know, and he does steel work like this, and he takes these finials, you know, these curtain tie back things or whatever they were, from, you know, and then like some kind of fixtures from Lowe's and things like that. So they do this stuff and makes turtles out of it. But I asked him, can you put these spikes on their backs so I can use them for my yarn cakes? And so that's what he did for me. And I think I paid $17 a piece for them when we were in the Brown County touring studios. And it's nice. It sits on the floor at an angle, so your yarn just keeps pulling off of there. It's really nice. That was a really good deal. And the one that has the broken fin still works. He still sits up quite nicely. I need to like have somebody solder his fin back on. Okay, now this one, I'm very ashamed of myself for this. Okay, I am so ashamed. I should be like hiding my face in disgrace. My grandson will be 2 in January. If I do not have this blanket done for him by then, I just need to like give it to Goodwill. All right, it's a really cute blanket. I'm never going to finish it for anyone else. I refuse. I refuse to finish it if I don't get it done for him. I could save it and, you know, potentially finish it for his son if he ever has a son or a daughter. I mean, it's blue and white, but it's definitely suited for a boy, but I need to just get it done for little bud. Yeah, I need to just finish it. I have 4 white squares left that I need to get done. Aren't they cute? And then every other square is blue with white trim instead of the blue trim. Little puff stitch hearts. So I just need to do 4 more white squares, and I have one of them started. That's what happens when you put something down for too long. I need to just finish it. It's got its own spot on the bookshelf in the living room now. I just need to do it. Just do it. And in the meantime, I started a blanket for his sister. And she's got a full-size bed. She's not even in a crib anymore. Okay, so her mom is supposed to help. Come on, Beth. Come on with it. That's what these extra 2 racks are. Extra yarn for her blankie. And then my other granddaughter, I'm going to need to make her one, but she's going to have to pick out a blanket. So she's getting the large sunburst. I've got 1 whole row done, and then I've already got 14 more sunbursts done. But I love it. That looks black in here, but it's actually like a plum. It looks really yucky on the camera too. But it's not icky, I promise. It's not icky. Like the, what was it? She ate something here on camera one day in front of you guys. Oh, my cheese chips, my low carb cheese chips. One day she had some of those and she said, it's kind of icky. It's kind of icky, Nani. It's like uck. Oh, she's so funny. So I don't know if anybody remembers it. Probably not. I could put a picture here. I'll try to find the picture and put it here of Allison's Lucy's diamond or Lucy's kimono. I turned into a cardigan. Kind of had a varsity look to it because the colorway of mandala that I chose. So I picked the Griffin for mine. Griffin colorway. It's upside down. So that's going to be my cardigan. Actually, it seems too wide. I want it oversized, but it just seems way too wide. I think I made it that much too wide. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's probably going to get even wider after it's washed and blocked. That's okay. I was down to 16-18 last fall and back up to a 2X again. Hopefully I won't get back up to where I was. But I don't even know what size to make for the end of this year. I mean, last year I was hoping I'd be down to a size 14 by the end of the year and never made it there. And now I'm going my way back up. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to arrest this train or not. I'm going to stop this freight train. That's what I feel like I'm on, is a freight train heading back up to 292. I can't take it. My joints can't take it. My left knee was replaced last year, and now my right knee needs replaced. I can't. My knee, I just can't. I can't take it. My back can't take it. I can't take this weight. Okay, this is just a shell Afghan. This is WIP-a-paloosa Wednesday. That's what we'll call this Wednesday. WIP-a-paloosa Wednesday. So this is just a shell blanket. One of my favorite things my mom ever crocheted was a shell blanket. That was my favorite thing that she made. It's just 4 rows of shell in each color. And then I switch. Kind of got an ombre effect to it. And this is just Bernat, except for, I think the light yellow might be Red Heart, and then the gold is I Love This Yarn, and the rest is Bernat. And the Bernat is, I'll tell you what, you guys. It is close to rivaling I Love This Yarn. And I don't say that easily about just any yarn. I'm pretty picky. And it's pretty stinking close. Okay, I love this shawl pattern. And I haven't been making very many shawls lately. But I love the looks of shawls. I just don't wear them enough. I need to get into wearing them more. It always seems like I always need a special shirt with them. But I tell you, what I do love them for is going out to eat. You got a bib built in, especially if you wear a busy one. Then you don't have to worry about getting a little spot on it here or there, you know? So you wear it and you don't have to worry about staining up your shirt, you know? And if it's a reversible shawl, you just flip it over and go, right? So I love the fact that, and you can't see her so much on this picture, but this older lady from Havana, the name of this pattern is Havana, and she's got a big old fat cigar hanging out of her mouth. I'll tell you what, they may not have a lot of money down there, but she has enjoyed her life. She has enjoyed her life. You could tell. Look at her face. She got that big honking cigar. She's just like, I got this big cigar, this fancy shawl this girl made me, and I am loving life. I mean, which is more of a statement? Is it a statement shawl? A statement big rose on the thing on her hair thing? Or a statement cigar? I mean, she's like my Aunt Polly's statement. If there's something about yourself you don't like, just keep the eye moving. She's a whole keep everything moving. The cigar, the rose, the shawl. She got it all going on. I love this woman. If I met her, I would bow to her. Hats off to you, Mama. Hats off to you. You have your cigar. You've earned it. You have earned it. Okay? Now, I'm not condoning smoking. I am not. But she can have her cigar and her shawl. So, I am making that shawl, Havana. And I'm doing it with the Griffin colorway. And just some DK white. The Baby Bee Delight, whatever it is, from Hobby Lobby. And an ivory. It's not a white, it's an ivory. So the color has started to change a little bit. I can see it more on this than I can in the living room, so that's good. It's not so hard. It's really not. It's mosaic. I'm using an H hook. I didn't go down to a tiny little, you know, microscopic hook. And it's easy. It's easy. It's very repetitive. Every row, you start fresh. Now, there's some people that will bury their thread from the previous row on the next row. I'm going to start trying to do that. I just have to remember to do it. Get in the habit of doing it. Because I don't want to do all these tails. That's a whole lot of tails there. So, I definitely don't want to do even more of them. So that's, I'm definitely going to love that. And I think it's going to be really cute. Maybe with the Griffin cardigan. It might be just too much crochet, too much different fibers going on. You think? I might. Okay, so, oh, a couple more FOs. This one's knit. This, I can't ever say the designer's name right. Martina Boehm. I can't say it. I can't even find her on Ravelry when I want to. Match and Move is one of her first patterns I ever did. This is the second one, I think. But this is just a long pointed cowl. And it's so scrappy. I haven't blocked it yet. I don't think I blocked it. But it's got lots of different fabrics and textures, or lots of different yarns and textures in it. I like it. I think it's cute. It's kind of a different colors for me. There's orange. Teals. There's like a Skittles colors. I love that candy color. The orange, and then there's like a quilted looking design on that green one. And then there's a navy blue. So I think hers was just in regular garter and stockinette. That's bumpy and smooth for those of you who don't knit. And then I think I added the quilted looking stitch to it. I don't know. But I'm hoping with some fierce blocking, and I do mean fierce, that it will expand and get quite a bit wider, especially at the bottom, so that it will flare out a little bit and show the colors more. But I'm not going to hold my breath. And this is one of those items I think is going to be cuter on my daughter Allison than it is on anyone else. She wears those things so cute. Shawls and cows and stuff. Okay, this top here I like, and I think this is called the Saturday top. If y'all get a chance to, I would make it, if you want an easy top, something that's almost mindless and easy and doesn't take a whole lot of yarn, that's almost a tee but has some minimal shaping to the shoulders and to the collar, then I would definitely do the Saturday top. It's in the Lion Brand jeans, Lion Brand jeans. I ran out of the khaki. This took me so long to get done that they discontinued the khaki yarn. Who discontinues a khaki yarn? Who discontinues a khaki yarn? I still haven't found it. I'm assuming it's discontinued. Why? Why would they discontinue a nice neutral tan? I mean, it's not like this stuff won't sell, right? So anyway, I like this top. I think I've tried it on recently and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great on me, but it was okay. And I've not blocked it yet. I don't think I blocked it. And I don't know if I'm going to. I may just throw it. I may have already. No, I don't think I washed it yet. It smells like my candles. Yeah. So, anyway, there's a couple other WIPs and stuff, but there's one other project I wanted to talk with you all about. I don't like to badmouth. I don't like to badmouth other designers. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this. To talk about a pattern that I'm not caring for. I bought this pattern here. And it's cute. It's very, very cute. I've bought a couple of her patterns before. But almost, I'm not kidding, almost every pattern I buy, I don't know if they're trying to come up with something that somebody else hasn't yet, just for the sake of being different. But I mean, to come up with tedious stitches just because, you know, I mean, it's just like, come on. It's not lending anything to the look. It's really not doing the fabric any justice. I mean, it's not of any benefit to the pattern to have this stitch in there, you know. Okay, here's an example. This other pattern I bought, this other particular designer, I'm not buying any more of their patterns. One was so awkwardly put together that it was so misshapen. I can't imagine it fitting anyone. And then this other this other one that they had, they put shaping on the shoulder. Huh? Shaping on the shoulder itself. And I'm not talking like inset sleeves. I'm talking shaping for the shoulder. There's no shaping for the shoulder needed. It's a side-to-side sweater. There's no shaping there needed unless you're making something for the Hunchback of Notre Dame that has a hunch on their shoulder. Then you need some special shaping to the shoulder if you're walking around like that. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. Anyway, I mean, that is a nice pattern. But in the middle, like between the stitches with the, I want to call them puff stitches, but they're wrapped stitches. There's a row in there of what they call mixed cluster stitches. It is a waste of directions and just a waste of stitches. I mean, like if you can't even find that row and you're like, I could have just done double crochets, you know, then why not just do double crochets? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to finish this or frog it. I'm probably just going to frog it. I just don't know. But I'm just so disappointed in all these patterns. I have spent so much money on patterns, y'all. On Ravelry. Ravelry is a slippery spot for me. And I'm very thorough about what I would call doing my research. I'll look up a pattern and I'll look specifically, filter the projects to see if someone has used the yarn that I have that I want to use, or one I have in mind that I want to use. And I'll look and see, or if there's one comparable, you know, to what I want to use. So I don't know what else I can do. You know, I vet these projects and patterns so much before I buy one, you know, and some of them are $7. They're not cheap by any means. You know, most of the patterns these days are $5. And granted, you know, they put a lot into writing up the patterns and testing the patterns and everything. You know, most people do. But when it's something, I don't know. When I see a mixed cluster stitch like that, you know, and it's just so annoying. So annoying. And you think, well, you know, I did this, you know, then why don't I just like replace that row with something else? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I don't know. But it just honks me off, because why should I have to? You know? And I don't have to. I can just make up something else on my own. And that's probably what I'll do. Be inspired and walk away. Just walk away from the pattern, you know, addiction again. So, okay, now we're back to my channel name again. I should go back to Unchained Crochet, shouldn't I? I mean, I still have my picture my daughter painted me. And the whole premise of my channel was breaking pattern addiction, you know, and venturing out on your own, you know, freestyle crochet and designing for yourself and things like that. So, Crafty Ingenuity I like because it's a play on my name. And I wanted to incorporate some other crafts, but I am all about the fiber. Mostly crochet and knitting, and once in a while some sewing. But I should probably just go back to Unchained Crochet. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. If anybody is even watching, getting my notifications anymore. If you're new here, thanks for coming. Please come back. I'm going to try to post more regularly, at least once a week. And I hope that you all have a nice, enjoyable evening or day, wherever you are. And thanks for listening to all my rambling and babbling, my complaining. And I'm hoping you guys to go back to work sometime this summer. I was hoping for June, but we just got a treadmill, and I'm going to try to walk a little bit and get in shape as best as I can, and try to go back to work on a part-time as needed basis for now, and hopefully my goal is to get to go back to work full-time, but I don't think that's going to happen. So keep me in your prayers. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.